Hi everyone, welcome back. Action Figure Captures, AFC. Today's video we're going to cover the G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes movie Storm Shadow figure and its pluses and minuses in regards to shooting the figure to do photography edits with regards to its posability and its accessories and paint apps, etc. Hopefully you enjoy the video and let's get going. The figure itself does look great and has a lot of detail sculpted into it, and it actually has a lot of nice posability, but there are a lot of limitations with regards to setting the figure up into particular poses. As you can see here, this is probably the nicest pose I can get out of this figure, and it's mainly because of the fact that the actual jackets on the arm, the guards here on the shoulders really limit the range. Like that's literally as high as they'll get. You really can't go any higher than that, and you have to twist the arm into some pretty awkward poses in order to get it to reach above his head. One of the other major problems too is that waist skirt. It does block the movement of the figure a lot, and it doesn't allow you to really spread his legs terribly wide. And also the cuts. If you notice the cuts on the actual pant legs, they basically, look really uneven and look really awkward in photos as well once you start to move the figure. But I mean, again, it's a sculpting issue and not much you can do about that. The actual details on the figure are pretty amazing, especially the weapons. A lot of G.I. Joe classified figures don't have the details sculpted into the weapons anywhere near that well. So you do get like a nice paint job on the sword with the actual gold trim on the edge of the blade. There are some details, some really nice fine details on the blade itself. And then you also have the handguard painted, and the base of the sword is also painted as well. And there are some nice sculpted details on the sword blade as well, and on the actual handles as well. So the grips are actually really well done. The overall design of the figure is very nice as well. Minimal paint apps, but I mean, it is meant to be a solid white costume, so there's not some, too much they can add there. Some kind of weathered looking, paint apps might have been nice just to fill in some of the shadows and the darker areas on the figure. Just add a little more detail because when you are shooting and you have your lights turned on, it does get really washed out. And the odd choice of color for the white is a bit off as well because you do have more of a yellowish tinge to the actual costume rather than a white. So it does look a bit strange considering the classics Storm Shadow, we had a white wash to the actual color scheme of the figure. For accessories, he's very minimal. You literally have the two swords and the backpack there to hold the swords, like the actual sword sheath, and that's all you get outside of an additional head for the human face showing or the actor's face showing versus the masked look, and that's all there is to him. Uh, One thing that was very odd on the character, on the figure as well, the joint here makes a loud clicking sound when you start to lift the leg. And I was worried I was actually wearing the joint out or possibly going to snap it off. And for that reason, I was basically just posing him as little as possible. But you do get some really nice kicking poses out of him when he's set up properly. And I'll show that in the next clip. Just a quick shot of the head of the actor so you can see they did a really nice job sculpting that as well. So you get a nice likeness out of the figure as well. I didn't take any shots with the human head on the figure just because I'm a little paranoid about taking the head off of these figures sometimes because I don't want to tear the joint. Too many NECA accidents in the past with a lot of their figures, so I'm a little hesitant and I wasn't really that interested in taking shots of the figure with that particular head on anyway. But yeah, that's what the look of the second head is. And there is the packaging as well. Now the figure also does have double jointed elbows as well as double jointed knees and everything as well. The ankles are a little limited. They are on rockers, but they actually are limited based on, again, the sculpting on the shoe there. It basically gets blocked by the laces or the guard actually. Another one where you can't really angle the feet up that high. They only go so far back because of that. So once again, you really can't do much with the feet in regards to angling them upwards. So that limits the posability as well to some extent. Mostly just minor sculpting gripes with this particular figure, though. Overall, they did a very nice job, and they did a really nice job on both the human head as well as the actor with the mask on as well. They did a very good job with the sculpting. So as you can see, you can get some really nice kicking poses out of the figure, and he does actually have a nice deep ab crunch, so you definitely can bend him at the waist quite a bit and have him coming down as if he's actually doing a nice solid kick. And he is quite posable that way. You can see you can actually position the feet, and he's got rocker joints on the feet and at the wrists, and he's got butterfly joints as well at the shoulders. So you can get some really nice kicking poses out of him. It's more just the fact that the arms are blocked from going any higher than you see there because of those shoulder guards, and the waist is really hindered by that jacket, and it does get in the way a lot of the time when you're trying to pose him. Uh, Basically, those are my only real complaints about the figure. The sculpting on the face is actually very nice. It's actually well done. Sorry, my camera's not focusing here. But the face is actually well sculpted. The details and everything are great. Uh, like I said, just the lack of accessories, the odd color choice, and the white, that off-white is kind of disturbing because it's more like a pea yellowish tone to him. And the hindrances and the flexibility and the posing because of the jacket and the shoulder guards. Those are my only real complaints about the figure. He actually is really well designed in regards to the overall look, though. And he does look great in photos when you can get him into the poses that you actually do like. Okay, next we'll just go into showing you some photographs of the figure itself and what I was able to do with the editing. And you can see what you think, and hopefully you'll like what you see. Thanks again for watching the videos, guys. If you like what you're seeing, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified when the next videos are up. And enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.
I'm a fan of taking some time away and maybe go to the beach and drink my time away. Every now and then I would maybe catch a wave and maybe get me some ice cream someday.
A huge thank you to TJ Habibi of Secret Suburbia for allowing us to use his amazing music in this video. If you like what you heard, please check out his music in the links below and enjoy your day.